6:01 Fox Morning Show. Robbie, Dave, and Moose back at it. Happy Tuesday. It's going to be partly sunny, breezy, and somewhat cooler than yesterday.
Yeah.
Beautiful day yesterday.
Oh, boy.
My God.
Yeah, 54 expected today. Right now we're at 49. In the news, the Cass County Sheriff's Office has finished the investigation into the deadly shooting in Castleton early yesterday morning. And after a review of all the evidence, the videos, the witness statements, and discussing with the Cass County State's Attorney's Office, the person involved in the shooting has been released from custody. Officials say there is no reason to believe there are any safety risks to the public from this incident or the alleged shooter. A news conference will be held this afternoon where additional information will be provided. I had heard that they had had some sort of relationship. Not a very nice relationship. So it'll be interesting to hear what they have to say this afternoon. North Dakota Game and Fish officials are looking for information in connection to a deer poaching case at the Cass County Wildlife Club gun range. Wildlife Club gun range near Castleton. One young buttonbuck was shot and left on the gun range west of Castleton. The deer was intact and no meat was taken. If anyone has any information about the illegal taking of this deer, please contact the Report All Poachers hotline or visit the North Dakota Game and Fish website. I would think that maybe they've got cameras out there.
You'd think so. I don't know how good they are. But
yeah, you would think so. Amazon has 150,000 job openings. Average pay will be $18 an hour.
Huh.
Yeah.
The Amazon here?
Well,
or
all
nationwide?
Nationwide.
Yeah.
Nationwide. So,
that's a lot of job over there.
a man who has the misfortune to resemble fugitive murder suspect Brian Laundrie was rudely awakened from a nap in his hotel room near the Appalachian Trail by armed U.S. Marshals.
Oh, man.
His name is Severin Beckwith. He was in upstate New York. This guy even has a little notch on one ear like this Brian Laundrie kid. He had to shave his beard off to convince the marshals they had the wrong guy.
Are you kidding?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, these two were hiking, he and his girlfriend, so the marshals gave him a free night stay in the lodge with a complimentary breakfast. Yeah.
But now he's got to start all over growing the beard out.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and don't call him Kanye anymore. He's now Ye.
What? I didn't call him anything before.
God.
He kind of stepped off the edge, didn't he?
He's got issues.
Kanye West is now Ye. He chose this 3 years ago for its mention in the Bible.
So was that...
Oh, yeah, but that's part of his godlike status that he has empowered himself with.
Sure.
Yeah.
So was that spelled Y-E?
Y-E. Ye.
Yeah, like the end of Kanye.
Yeah.
Yay.
Ye.
Yeah, would it be Ye?
I think it's yay.
Is it Ye?
Is it yay?
Well, it's Kanye.
Yeah, that's true.
But did they say Ye in the Bible? Or was it
Yay!
Ye? Like Ye
I'm
Old
sure they
Schoolhouse?
When when the Israelites escaped Egypt, they all went, yay!
I said the same thing when Cousins hit our wide receiver in the end zone in overtime on Sunday, too.
Speaking the Bible.
Okay, all right.
Nice. Yep. He was a holy man.
Time now for sports on 107.9 The Fox.
Could be the ball game. 4th and 1. Allen leans forward, and I don't think he got there. Josh Allen looked like he slipped down.
Yeah. Wow, the Titans stop Josh Allen there on 4th down and hang on to beat the Bills 34-31. The Bills drove down to the Titans 3, and on their final possession here, they could have sent the game into overtime with a field goal, but instead they went for the win.
Oh.
And they didn't execute. Titans, again, 3-point winners to wrap up Week 6 in the NFL. And the Bills considered by many to be the best team in the NFL right now.
I thought they were going to kill the Titans
Right?
last night, yeah. So
Yeah.
I said to Marge, this isn't going to be much of a game, and it sure was.
It was a great game. Wow. Well, we look ahead now to Week 7 and our game of the week this coming week. How about this matchup? Colts and Niners. A possible matchup between our two pro Bison quarterbacks as long as Trey Lance can make it back. So that's our game of the week for the $100. Who you got? Text either Colts or Niners to 701-237-4949. One pick and you could win $100 just like Pat Hoots of Fergus Falls did this past week. All right, our Vikings are on a bye this coming week, but yesterday they put Patrick Peterson on the IR. That means he's going to miss at least the next 3 weeks. They're hoping to have him back just in time for that matchup with the Packers. Speaking of, you could be there for that game. The Vikings-Packers tickets are up for grabs with our purple and gold game day giveaways. Make sure you're listening at 7:15 for your next shot to win. So your Red Sox, Dave, last night slammed the Astros 12-3 to take a 2-1 lead in the ALCS. Another grand slam, making it 3 in the postseason now.
That's a record.
Yep.
That's never been done before. 3
Nice.
salamis in the postseason, man. Yeah.
And there's still a lot of postseason left, really. The two tangle again tonight for Game 4. Meanwhile, the Braves and the Dodgers will hook up as well for Game 3 of the NLCS. Atlanta up 2-0 in that. Also tonight, our Wild hosting the Jets. Puck drops at 7, and the 75th NBA season begins tonight. Our Wolves, though, they don't play till tomorrow night.
Can you pause for a minute? Isn't it just nice to have things getting back to normal and being able to go to games and seeing games and
Oh, yeah.
you know, and it's nice.
Yeah,
it is.
big
It
time.
is.
Just
Yeah.
noticing it.
Big
That's
time.
all.
That's right. Yeah.
Take a pause in the day.
Are you savoring it a little bit more because of what we went through?
For sure.
I think so, too.
Appreciating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bet.
Yep.
Especially when you have games like last night.
And when you win.
Yes.
Otherwise,
all-
it piss me off.
Can we all hug?
No, we still got to stay 6 feet apart, I think.
Yeah, right. Coming up, how to stop overfilling your calendar and do more self-care. It's a new concept
Now
we
you're
all need to embrace. It's called slow living.
Self-love.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hot.
You're listening to the Fox Morning Show
With Robbie, Dave, and Moose.
on 107.9 The Fox.
Well, there's a new trend out there, you guys. It's a concept. It's called slow living.
All right.
All right. Is it like that kid that ran to home base in slow motion like you saw on TV? I love that kid.
I love that.
It's the art of stopping being busy. Stop overfilling your calendar and doing as much as possible.
I completely agree with that. Man, that's how time flies.
Slow living.
Yeah. Take time, smell the roses, baby.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be, booking stuff and just say no to people for all the invites and do more me time. But I find this interesting because I feel as though we've all kind of been doing more me time and our time and slow living for quite some time now.
Well, you try to, but you end up with those checklists, and life's not a checklist.
No, it's not. No.
I mean, it's nice to get accomplishments, but it's also nice just to chill and just spend time with your family, the
That's
ones
right.
that matter.
And some people think being busy makes you more popular or more successful or more productive or whatever, but you need to just stop.
If you have active kids or even active grandkids, it's hard to always slow live, right?
Right.
It does, but at least you're being smart enough to make that the priority
That's
and
it.
not adding everything else to it
That's
just
it.
to say, I've
the
got all
slow
this.
living is just enjoying the time with your kids
Yeah.
or your grandkids or your family or whatever the case may be, your parents, your aunts and, uncles.
You're gonna find, like, next year after your oldest graduates, that you're gonna have some slow living.
Wait till they crap out some kids.
Right.
The slow living will hit you.
It's the Fox Morning Show.
With Robbie, Dave, and Moose.
Online at 1079thefox.com.
All right. Halloween 2021, the most popular costumes so far that are selling. Okay? This is according to the National Retail Federation.
All right, these are the top sellers.
Now, so far for kids, the top costumes are Spider-Man, a princess, and Batman. Okay?
Superheroes, huh?
The top costumes for adults, a witch, a vampire, and a ghost.
Okay, at least they're scary.
Yeah. And
at least they're-
Sexy Fauci is scary, too.
Yeah, well, at least they're not the stupid, sexy vaccine.
Yeah, sexy everything. Yeah,
Dumb.
yeah. Sexy bartender, sexy
Dumb.
librarian.
and your top pet costumes, a pumpkin, a hot dog, and other various superheroes again. So that's what it's looking like so far as we get closer and closer to Halloween. And they're saying that households with kids will spend an average of $147 on Halloween this year. But that's adding up everything, the costumes, the candy, everything, right?
Oh, okay. Oh, I hope so.
Yeah. Households without kids will spend about half that, just under $74. And then the overall average is just a little over $100 at $103.
I know my granddaughters are going to be, Paisley wants to be a skeleton ghost. And I'm like, yes.
Oh. She's been hanging around Papa.
I think so. A little influence, but, and then Peyton wants to be a vampire.
Nice.
So I'm like, yes.
Though.
None of this cutesy,
Right.
Pikachu crap or nothing. Not that I'm not knocking Pikachu. I love him.
And for me though, you just gotta wonder. I mean, it gets expensive.
Yeah.
Some of these families can't afford it, and it's like, I hope they can be able to be creative
Make
enough.
their own.
Well, I was just going to say.
That's what they did.
This is a kid's holiday. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Forgo your sexy Fauci or whatever, Make sure the kids enjoy it.
Yeah, so like Dave said, though, make your own or even stop by places like Savers where you can find cool stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some clearance stuff, and you just get creative. You can go get stuff for cheap. Just go to the Dollar Tree and load up on stuff. Yeah.
Remember those plastic face masks we used to wear?
Oh, God. Yeah, the old Collegeville ones that came in the box.
Yeah, with the little
vinyl
thing.
suit that you were supposed to wear.
And you never did?
Split up the side 'cause
You never wore the
it
suit.
wouldn't fit over my snowmobile suit.
Right, exactly. You're sweating in the spit. And, oh,
terrible.
my God.
Not that this is scary, but I thought this was pretty creative. Somebody took popsicle sticks and made what looked like a wood fence, right? That they could just hold up to their face. And then they put on a bucket hat. And all you could see was the bucket hat and eyes.
Oh, so they were, what's his name from...
Mr. Wilson from...
Mr. Wilson.
Yep.
Perfect.
From Home Improvement. So,
Right.
yeah, something as simple as that.
Maybe put a couple of scars on his face. It was a zombie Wilson. And I'll scare it up a
There
little
you
bit.
go.
There you go.
Yeah.
107.9 The Fox, and your feel-good story of the day.
Well, how about this guy? A nearly 100-year-old Australian man is celebrating after making a hole-in-one just before his 100th birthday.
100 years old?
Yep.
I came up and they were gesticulating and going on, and I thought they're annoyed because I hit up on them. I said, "Where's the ball?" It's in the hole.
Even just to be out there golfing at 100, bless your heart. That's a lot of guys would only dream of being able to do that at a triple-digit age.
I know.
Are you kidding me? And whether he had done it one before, but it was back in 1961. None of us were even born
I was
yet.
going to say. Don't you guys dream of doing this now and then to be 100?
I've come close on some short par threes and stuff, but yeah, I'd like to have one, but it's,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
it's not going to kill me if I don't.
Yeah, no, my closest was on a par 3, like you said, down in Marshall, Minnesota. This was just a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I put it right on the green next to the hole. I couldn't believe it.
I know. And then you just tap in for a birdie. It's just awesome. Yeah.
And my son, who had removed the flag as a joke, and he was screaming, "Dad, it's right here!" So,
how many times though, as a golfer on a par 3, are you checking the cup just in case? Because it's not on the green; it's probably in the sand or in the
right,
woods.
Yeah.
That's what
You're like,
But you
check
look.
the cup. It might be in there.
Good morning. It's 7:02 Fox Morning Show. A cooler day today, but still with some sunshine, a bit breezy. 54 for the high, currently fair skies, 46. In the news, the Cass County Sheriff's Office has finished the investigation into the deadly shooting in Castleton early yesterday morning. And after a review of the evidence, the videos, the witness statements, and discussing with the Cass County State's Attorney's Office, the person involved in the shooting has been released from custody. Officials say there is no reason to believe there are any safety risks to the public from this incident or from the alleged shooter. A news conference will be held this afternoon where additional information will be provided. North Dakota Game and Fish officials looking for information in connection to a deer poaching case at the Cass County Wildlife Club gun range near Castleton. One young button buck was shot and left on the gun range west of Castleton. The deer was left intact, no meat taken. If anyone has any information about the illegal taking of this deer, please contact the Report All Poachers hotline or visit the North Dakota Game and Fish website. If you're looking, Amazon has 150,000 job openings, the average starting pay at $18 an hour. About 200,000 shipping containers filled with goods are sitting off the coast of Los Angeles, waiting to be offloaded.
I don't know. Have you guys noticed, I picked up on this the other day at Walmart. There's some products that I'm used to getting that aren't there.
Oh, yeah.
But then there's some products that I haven't seen in a long time that are there. Kind
Is
of
it like
weird.
a cheap knockoff thing or something? There's no Spam, but there's plenty of treat
Well, actually,
and meat.
one of the opposites, they used to have that whole line of Taco Bell, products like the beans and the hot sauce and all that. And all of a sudden, it just disappeared for the longest time. And now all of a sudden, it's there.
Oh.
They got that truck unloaded.
I guess.
The
That's
ship.
how the ship, yeah.
Yep,
That's
the Taco
how-
Bell ship.
Yeah, right.
Let's get that one done first.
Yes.
A man who has the misfortune to resemble fugitive murder suspect Brian Laundrie was rudely awakened from a nap in his hotel room near the Appalachian Trail by armed U.S. Marshals. Severin Beckwith even has a notch on one ear like Brian Laundrie. He had to shave his beard off in order to convince the marshals they had the wrong guy.
Wow.
After which they gave him and his girlfriend a free night stay in the lodge and a complimentary breakfast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
thanks.
cool. I didn't know they had that kind of power.
Yeah, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That big wad of roll of ones that they carry around.
All right, and he's no longer Kanye. He is now just Ye.
Okay.
Ye West.
Yes. Yay.
Yes.
Ye.
Kanye says it's for personal reasons, but he chose Ye 3 years ago for its mention in the Bible.
He was walking around wearing a full head pullover mask.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
Lots of creepy masks lately. What's
He's
up?
been wearing them. I think he's hiding from the Kardashians. I don't know. Could well be. He's off his meds, I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Oh, and by the way, if you're
sad.
wondering why bacon is kind of in a bit of hot demand, it's probably because of Papa John's.
Uh-huh.
They now have a Bacon Mania pizza.
And Papa John's bought up all the bacon?
I think so. Triple bacon pizza.
Oh.
Triple.
Well, as long as they're putting it on the pizza.
Right, yeah.
At least we know where it's at.
I'll just go buy some pizza.
Yeah. Throw some eggs on this.
Yeah,
Yes.
right?
Time now for sports on 107.9 The Fox.
Could be the ball game. 4th and 1. Allen leans forward, and I don't think he got there. Josh Allen looked like he slipped down.
That was the ball game. The Titans
Oh,
stopped
man.
Allen on 4th down to hang on to beat the Bills 34-31 on Monday Night Football. Yeah, the Bills drove down to the Titans 3 on their final possession, and they could have sent the game to overtime with a field goal. But hey, they instead went for the win and didn't execute it.
Didn't move it an inch.
No.
Got stuffed right at the line.
And
That hurts.
many thought the Bills were the best team in the AFC,
yeah.
if not in the whole league.
Yeah. They're looking strong. Not
Very
last
strong.
night.
No. As the Titans, I guess, surprised them, and that wraps up Week 6 in the NFL, and that was a good one. It was a good weekend for football. I mean, you had 3 overtime games. You had that one down to the wire.
Yeah.
So
You bet.
now we look ahead to Week 7, and our game of the week has a good one, too. It pits 2 former Bison players, Carson Wentz and Trey Lance, as long as he makes it back, against each other. So that's our game of the week. Who you got, the Colts or the Niners? Text Colts or Niners to 701-237-4949 for the $100 pick of the week, presented by Dakota Nation Sportsbook at Dakota Magic Casino. That should be a good one on Sunday night. Our Vikings with a bye, but yesterday they put Patrick Peterson, our top corner, on the IR. So he'll miss at least 3 weeks. They're hoping to have him back just in time for that Packers game.
That'd be good.
Yeah, and that Packers game, you could be there with our purple and gold game day giveaways. Keep listening for your chance to win. Well, another postseason game, another grand slam for the Bo Sox. Jeez,
I know it, man.
That's 3.
That's a record.
that's a new record in postseason play. And they slammed the Astros last night, 12-3.
Nobody deserves it better.
Yeah, they take a 2-1 lead in the ALCS Game 4 tonight. Meanwhile, the Braves and the Dodgers, Game 3 for them tonight. That series now shifting to L.A. with the Dodgers down 2-0, so they need some home cooking here in the NLCS. Also tonight, you got the Wild hosting the Jets. They're off to a good start, the Wild, 2-0 so far in the season. Puck drops at 7. And the 75th NBA season begins tonight, but our Wolves don't play till tomorrow night. And then, of course, our Bison back on the field at home this Saturday with coverage beginning at 11:30 a.m. against Missouri State. Catch all the action right here, not only on your radio, but on your phone, on your smart speaker, or online at 1079thefox.com.
This is the Fox Morning Show
With Robbie, Dave, and Moose.
on 107.9 The Fox.
Our virtual tour of the crypt at Jacobs Manor continues. Dave's Haunted House, which opens this Friday.
Yes.
We're into day 5.
You know, and I'm looking at all the pictures that we shared on our Facebook with the link at 1079thefox.com. I still can't get over the mummy.
Yeah.
You know, that is, I mean, I seriously thought you bought a real mummy, but
Right.
you made that thing.
There's actually, I made the sarcophagus, and then there's 4 different mummies waiting for you in there, and I made all those too.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it's fun.
So as we take this virtual tour, this is one of the rooms after we get through the long hallway with the bottomless pit.
Right? And you go through this door that's closed, and that kind of hangs people up sometimes, but we leave it there.
Well, yeah. And it's,
Do I push you? No, you just stay there. That's the end of the tour. Thanks for coming, everybody. You kind of come into this where some corpses start, kind of a pirate skeleton area.
Sure.
And you come around the corner, all of a sudden you're in the Egyptian wing.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's even a signed picture of Tut in there. To Dave and Marge love Tut. See if you can notice it. It's in there, though.
And then this mummy that Robbie's talking about, that you created.
Yeah, I've made most of my props. And I say Marge and a lot of talented friends help out with the whole thing, so I certainly don't want to act like I'm the only one there working on stuff. But yeah, I make most of my own props.
So how long does it take to create a mummy?
No matter how much time you want to put on it. I mean, you could do it in an hour.
Yeah, but how long did it take you?
For that sarcophagus one, about a weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
And some of the
There's
material.
layers of latex. You got to let that dry. And you want a good thick layer of latex, you got to do it again. And then you got to paint it.
Sure.
Prime it and then paint it so you get a good pop on color.
So you're not actually just wrapping a skeleton up here.
Some of those I did.
Oh.
Yeah. But, and adding some, you got to age it. And I use coffee and tea to stain all the bandages so it looks old.
Sure.
So it'll look fresh.
Yeah.
Somebody likes a fresh mummy.
So again, so much detail in everything Dave does in his haunt. And so after this Egyptian room, let's look just a tiny bit forward to tomorrow. We are going into what next?
Clowns.
Oh.
They got left behind from the circus 100 years ago, and they've been hanging out in the crypt ever since. And some of them are alive, some of them aren't.
Really?
It's up to you to find out.
Wow. That's tomorrow as we continue our virtual tour.
You're listening to the Fox Morning Show.
With Robbie, Dave, and Moose.
Coming up next, Dave's Deep Thought.
Wow, man.
On 107.9 The Fox. And now, it's time for Dave's Deep Thought with your radio pal, Dave Jacobs.
You know you're all grown up when you actually pick up the ice cube instead of kicking it under the fridge.
Dave's Deep Thought. 107.9 The Fox. You're listening to the Fox Morning Show
With Robbie, Dave, and Moose.
on 107.9 The Fox.
All right, having some fun on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com. So we asked you to keep it going. You'll catch on, but it started like this. Slept in my Motley Crue t-shirt and woke up with, looks that kill.
Clever.
Josh says, slept in my Duran Duran t-shirt. Woke up hungry like the wolf.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them in here. We had some great replies from all our listeners.
Slept in my Rolling Stones t-shirt and woke up with no satisfaction.
I like the one gal who posted, woke up in my Nirvana t-shirt. Never mind.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
There you go.
Pretty good.
Slept in my Foreigner t-shirt, Shane says, woke up cold as ice.
There you go.
Oof.
Yeah. AJ says, slept in my Pink Floyd t-shirt. Woke up on time. Karen says, slept in my Bruce Springsteen t-shirt and woke up dancing in the dark.
Joey, Brad's wife, I slept in my Ozzy shirt and now I howl at the moon.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Brianna slept in my Joe Cocker t-shirt and woke up feeling all right. Doug said, slept in my Guns N' Roses shirt, woke up in Paradise City. Kelly said, slept in my Aerosmith shirt and woke up crying.
How about Cindy?
What did Cindy say?
Slept in my Head East t-shirt and woke up flat as a pancake.
She went to bed that way, too.
You get it. Keep it going. Go to our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com.
Oh, I like Bob Schultz. Slept with my Jerry Jeff Walker t-shirt. Woke up piston in the wind.
There you go.
Good morning. Straight up 8 o'clock. Fox Morning Show back at it. Robbie, Dave, and Moose. We have a lot of clouds out there right now, but hopefully some sunshine. A bit breezy. 54 expected for the high. Right now it's at 43. In the news, the Cass County Sheriff's Office has finished the investigation into the deadly shooting in Castleton early yesterday morning, and after a review of evidence, videos, witness statements, and discussing with the Cass County State's Attorney's Office, the person involved in the shooting has been released from custody. Officials say there's no reason to believe there are any safety risks to the public from this incident or from the alleged shooter. A news conference will be held this afternoon where additional information will be provided. The North Dakota Game and Fish officials are looking for information in connection to a deer poaching case at the Cass County Wildlife Club gun range near Castleton. One young buttonbuck was shot and left on the gun range west of Castleton. The deer was left intact and no meat taken. If anyone has any information about the illegal taking of this deer, please contact the Report All Poachers hotline or visit the North Dakota Game and Fish website. Amazon says they've got 150,000 job openings nationwide, and they want to help fulfill more orders during the holiday season. Average starting pay, $18 an hour, plus they're dangling sign-on bonuses and higher wages for some shifts.
Yeah, they might want to up that pay raise, that wage. At McDonald's, I've seen several signs, $21 an hour.
I saw that, too. I was like, man. And all the fries you can steal.
Right?
Oh, boy. Hello. Yeah.
My Lord.
A man who has the misfortune to resemble fugitive murder suspect Brian Laundrie was rudely awakened from a nap in his hotel room near the Appalachian Trail by armed U.S. Marshals. This guy even has a notch on one ear like Brian Laundrie. He had to shave his beard to convince the marshals that they had the wrong guy, after which they gave him and his girlfriend a free night's stay in a lodge with complimentary breakfast.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pocket full of coupons.
Yeah.
Right.
Food news for you. Papa John's just announced the lineup of their Bacon Mania. And there are 3 very bacon-heavy menu items that will be available now through December. One of them, the new triple bacon pizza.
Probably Canadian bacon, crisp bacon, and what else other bacon would there be?
Well, maybe they're just putting triple bacon straight up.
Right, like triple pepperoni or something.
Right.
Yeah, extra bacon all the way, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to see some sunshine at some point today. Going to be a breezy one in 54. Right now, we're 43.
None of that Canadian bacon crap, though.
I love Canadian bacon.
You take a bite because it's so big, and then it comes off the pizza whole. Then it folds down on your lower lip and boils that off to the bone.
Well, some of them are chopped.
Yeah. But I like the Canadian bacon.
I'm not saying I don't like it, but I don't like being, scalded.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
Of course, yeah. You just gotta wait. You gotta wait till it cools to that right temperature. But I like the slices of Canadian bacon better than the chopped bacon. I don't know why.
Depends on which. Yeah. Depends on which.
Yeah, I just need to learn to chew my food, I guess.
Time now for sports on 107.9 The Fox.
Could be the ball game. 4th and 1. Allen leans forward, and I don't think he got there. Josh Allen looked like he slipped down.
That was the ball game. Yes. The Titans stop Allen on 4th down with just seconds left in the game to hang on to beat the Bills 34-31. The Bills drove all the way down to the Titans 3 on their final possession. They could have sent the game to overtime with a field goal, but instead they went for it and didn't make it.
Not even close.
Yeah, it's like he lost his footing and couldn't get any traction. So he went nowhere. He stayed right there. Well, there you go. Some thought the Bills were the best team in the league. Well, they're 4-2 on the season now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what a way to wrap up a wild weekend in the NFL. That's it for Week 6. Now we look ahead to Week 7, and boy, we got a great one for our game of the week. The Colts and the Niners. That means our two pro-Bison quarterbacks going at it. If Trey Lance makes it back, that's still up in the air. But text either Colts or Niners. Not 49ers. We simplified it for you. Just Niners. Colts or Niners to 701-237-4949. You could pick up $100 thanks to Dakota Nation Sportsbook at Dakota Magic Casino. Our Vikings on a bye, but they put Patrick Peterson on IR yesterday. What's going on out there?
Did they say why?
Well, no, actually. They would not say why, but everybody's speculating it's because of the hamstring that he pulled in the game.
He grabbed at it.
Yeah, it seems like a big dub, but our coach doesn't like to flip those details.
No, he keeps his cards kind of close to the vest a little bit there.
So they officially listed it as undisclosed. Yeah, but again, it looks like it's the hammy. And, Patrick is up there in age. Those things take a while to heal.
Yeah, that's true.
They're hoping they'll have him back just in time for that Packers game, and you could be there with our purple and gold game day giveaways presented by Coors Light and Johnson's Auto Repair in Moorhead. That next keyword for your chance to get qualified coming up at 11:15 with Robbie. Last night, another postseason game, another grand slam for Dave's Red Sox. My God, that's 3 this postseason. That's a new record.
Yep.
So they whipped the Astros 12-3. They take a 2-1 lead in the ALCS in Game 4 tonight as they ride that momentum. I'm liking what's going on there, Dave. Let's keep it going. Let's eliminate those Astros.
It'd be a good,
Meanwhile, the Braves and the Dodgers hook up for Game 3 tonight of the NLCS. Atlanta up 2-0, but this will be the first game in L.A., so maybe some home cooking will help them. I'd like to see the Dodgers and the Bo Sox. I think that would be a great World Series.
I do too.
Yeah.
And when the Bo Sox win, that'd be a great series.
I might have to go against you on that one.
Oh, jeez.
Also, tonight we got our Wild back on the ice hosting the Jets. Puck drops at 7. And the 75th NBA season begins tonight. Our Wolves, though, they don't play till tomorrow night. And, of course, our Bison football team back at home this Saturday. Coverage beginning at 11:30 a.m. right here on your Bison Nation station.
It's the Fox Morning Show.
With Robbie, Dave, and Moose.
Online at 1079thefox.com.
So what's a secret ingredient, or maybe not so secret, that will make your food taste even better?
Yeah, I don't know if we can legally say that.
Do we want to share that?
Yeah.
Well, okay, simple. Salt on your popcorn. It's going to make your, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Just
sure, yeah. But
simple like
something that nobody else normally does.
normally does.
Something different.
Yeah, because salt's not weird on your popcorn.
No.
No, it's old habit. I had a friend in the 80s that would put brewer's yeast on her popcorn, and it's actually really
Telling me
good.
that. Yeah.
Kind of got a nutty flavor to it, so.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll share one ingredient that I put into my chili. Taco Bell sauce. It's got to be the hot Taco Bell sauce.
The taco sauce? The stuff in the bottle.
Well,
Or you got a bunch of 27 squeeze bags.
He's the guy stealing the packet.
Make a chili tonight.
and I'll tell you, I have a bottle of the hot Taco Bell sauce in my fridge as we speak. It doesn't taste the same as the stuff out of the packets.
In the packets.
It doesn't.
Even when you dilute it, put it into the chili, though, you notice a difference, or is it in your head?
I think that part's in my head.
Right.
I don't know if it's weird, but it's
No.
different, right?
No, and it's not weird. I mean, it fits the genre, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, some people have said that they like to use the ramen noodle seasoning on their popcorn.
I never thought of that. They have a
flavorful.
chili one up, but they'll be really good
Yeah.
on pops.
And I like Parm on my popcorn.
I do too.
Yep.
I like Tabasco sauce.
Somebody said make a grilled cheese with mayonnaise instead of butter.
I've heard that before.
I've never heard that.
Me neither.
I've heard slathering your turkey at Thanksgiving in mayonnaise.
Yep, I've heard that
And it
too.
crisps up the skin and keeps it moist.
Yep. Sour cream in your scrambled eggs.
I don't know.
I put milk in my scrambled eggs.
Supposed
I
to
do
make
a
them
little
fluffy.
bit, yeah. But you gotta be careful. Go too hot and it'll scald your pan too. You never notice that, and all the milk proteins and
Yep.
stuff really stick.
I usually put a little water in it, and they'll get fluffy that way too. Some people put mustard in their mac and cheese to give it a little more zest. And
Well, if you
yeah.
use like a Grey Poupon or some kind of a
Yep.
mustard like that, you know, it's more savory.
I should try that. But I won't tell the boys because they would not eat it if they knew there was mustard in it.
Mustard in it. You lose.
Yeah.
And then another one said instant coffee in your chocolate chip cookie batter or anything you bake with.
That's brilliant.
Anything you bake with. Really, it'll give you that little coffee flavor.
It'll give you a mocha, like a chocolate mocha.
It's interesting, though. I will buy some of those little instant coffee flavor packets. And I put them in my coffee here.
So you can actually taste like coffee.
Yeah.
Not the dark water.
Or rum chata in the coffee.
Now you're talking.
Right?
Now it tastes like rum chata. Hey.
Here's what's trending.
With the Fox Morning Show.
Robbie, Dave, and Moose.
On 107.9, The Fox.
My name's Mike Schmidt, and I grow giant pumpkins.
Well, there's this farmer in Wisconsin. His name is Mike. Grew a 2,520-pound pumpkin.
Way to go, Farmer Mike.
Yeah, it would have qualified to be the heaviest grown pumpkin in the country this year. It could have earned him a prize of more than $20,000.
Nice.
But it was disqualified.
Why?
Why was it disqualified? Did he was shoving lead in there or something,
No.
make it heavy?
Yeah, right.
It had a tiny little fingernail-sized crack that developed due to internal pressure from the pumpkin's large size and the awkward way it was growing.
The crack was the size of a fingernail. It happens. There's no crying in pumpkin growing.
Oh, man. A little crack?
A
the
tiny
size of a
little
thumbnail
crack.
or fingernail, whatever.
Fingernail, yeah. Tiny little crack.
I know I can do it again, so we just got to look forward to the future and do it again.
Wow, they're serious about it.
Yeah, they are.
Pumpkins are like ice cream. Everyone loves them. Some people say we're crazy, but, we're just people that like to have a little fun out in the dirt.
At least he's got a good attitude, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're wondering where all that money comes from. The Safeway World Championship Pumpkin Way Off in California. What they do is they pay $9 a pound to the winning gourd grower. So in this case, he would have won a pretty penny if not for that fingernail-sized crack.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So it's basically worth nothing, but obviously they're going to get a lot of pumpkin pies.
Pies, a lot of pie, a lot of pumpkin seeds,
You bet.
delicious. Kids
Yeah.
carve this into a house or something.
Look at our new fort, Dad.
Come on in, Dad.